A little curveball, so will they get railed? We'll have to wait and see. Team Liquid faces off against Evil Geniuses. Scrawny and Launders are in the house now.
Yeah, we are. And yeah, hot words coming out of the young Canadian upcoming player of Hex on Evil Geniuses. You know, it could be a reality check for EG. We'll see. You know, great momentum, great accomplishment qualifying for the major itself. You saw in that interview, of course, Hex saying that was our expectations, that was our goal. To go 3-0 seemed crazy. To beat Liquid in a best of 3 and to take a legend spot, well, that would be even crazier. But let's find out. As we jump into the server, Team Liquid to the T side. And Naf makes quick work of any mid presence. Nothing there. And so he set his teeth into this cave play. Poor Automatic loses his teammate. We'll see if he can bring it back. Multi-kill for Timothy Ta. But Nitro, 3v3 with all that utility still to play.
I wonder if they're still thinking about, oh my god, Ancient just came in. What's going to happen today?
Yeah, the turnaround between the veto and then jumping into this map.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
See how many notes they could have scribbled down.
We're going to get a duel here. Top middle also occupied. Brehze comes through with the frag. Hexed. Wrecked. And then Brehze attempts to push through smoke, but 2 of those CTs decide to try and take that fight through smoke. Felt like Hex died too quickly to maybe serve up that distraction they were banking on. I don't know.
The flash was perfect, and they were both there, so they just didn't hit their shot first, right? I think whoever gets the first kill also gets the second in that situation, and they did come through with the flash advantage, so this one came down to aim probably. And Liquid take a T pistol on Ancient. Oof, that's not going to feel good. So the thing is, EG have only played this map once versus a team called B-Hop. And I think that for Liquid, this is a rare chance in a veto where it's like, yeah, this is open if they want to try it. So maybe EG were worried about it, but just thinking, oh, Liquid are going to think we have an advantage if we go for our regular picks anyways. And now I think, like Maui put it, they kind of got their cake and ate it too. I mean, I think Yakinder's insane on this map. I actually think Liquid are really good on this map overall. They put up some very, very close losses and good wins.
Ancient really carving out a place in the Counter-Strike world at the moment. I feel like we've been watching tons of Ancient across all the different RMRs. Today we get the NA flavor. Utility control into the donut. EliGE making sure all the corners are clear. The bomb still sits outside long B, so they're just making sure that they don't get caught up on this speed bump that is the MP9 scout buy.
They're so spread out right now, so there could be some unrecoverable guns, but ooh, Hex goes a little crazy with that Deagle shots and doesn't pick up the AK.
Nitro will get caught inside smoke though, so the SMGs then come back for Liquid.
Oh, and Automatic dies in cave as well.
Double man advantage, and it's cleared out towards CT, at least the first. CeRq having a long-awaited return to form at the RMR. Nice to see him that, just EG in general, saying that they have an identity for once.
Yeah, that was cool.
They've been able to build it. Because this is a team that I feel like, roster moves back and forth. Things were weird. Things were very weird. And nice to see them
Yeah, I didn't really love it. I mean, even when they put together the new lineup, like watching Nealon play, for example, I thought he was taking way too many risks and actually making the map a lot harder for his teammates when he first joined the roster. And I was like, as the IGL, he might be just bringing in a style that everyone's just not very comfortable with. But I feel like he's reeled it back, and they've found rounds where he can be aggressive and they can play around it. And CeRq's been playing better. And I got to think that Vorborg has done a great job coming in as a European coach, which I feel like is probably the fastest and most effective way to help North America, where we lost a lot of leadership, is to just bring over someone who understands how top-level European teams are playing, right? Of course, Vorborg, formerly coach of Copenhagen Flames, who got top 8 at Stockholm earlier this year, found himself a good home now.
Quite wild when you look at that roster, the grand scheme of things. Obviously, even with Vorborg now getting a spot in Rio, that is everybody, Cloach included, barring Hooksy at this next major.
Yeah, that was, oh man.
Because the fact that, Refresh and Zyphon are able to pull Sprout into it, I think that's the big shocker.
Literally a legend spot. And Yabby even qualified with Heroic, going 3-1. Not a legend spot, but still got through.
Now Vorborg fighting for legendary status, but he has an actual NA legend on the other end, and Daps sitting back there looking cool and relaxed. I don't think Daps minds these coach rules. He seems very comfortable, low-key.
Yeah, he's always like that. Even just like one-on-one. He's a very laid-back person.
Don't stress, guys. And nothing to stress about here in round 3. We get autimatic back into the server. And with him in, unfortunately for EG, it's time to take a little beating here. Nitro, ready to pad those stats. The little spray, good for 2.
Use the door to dodge the flash. That kill feed is a lie.
Kinder, blind as all hell, but him and EliGE good to just finish off what started. Nealon, player who he himself said, I was shocked when I got the EG call-up. Did not expect it, but has grabbed on to the chance and has already shown good things, even getting the respect of some of the EG guys.
Yeah, a ton. Oh, the full rifle. Here's where we'll take a look.
Ooh. Junk Molly. So EliGE is allowed to play in that little pocket for a second, but then it gets smoked. autimatic. He's done big things as of late. Goes ahead, grabs his 5th kill of the map. Nice flash in from Nealon. Just well timed. You could see Kinder, there was a cautiousness to that climb through the ramp. But ultimately the flash timing is his demise. Kill brought back, of course, by EliGE. It's going to cost the majority health, but we've got Team Liquid on the cusp of this B hit regardless. But as EliGE leaves, being on low HP, that opens a door for EG to press into mid. Nealon, speak of him, he delivers 1 frag and a ton of damage against OC, who's lucky to be alive and a little distracted as Brehze gets back man advantage. Naf flashes through door, keeping that focus towards the B site and possibly opening up something for EliGE.
Yeah, he really is. And EliGE,
watched.
Smartly watching the, rotation out. So they go all the way around. They can get into the site. EliGE just doesn't have to overextend. He's still in jeopardy of dying, but he's got kind of the right amount of control, and they haven't pushed through mid. Yep. So EG are just really hoping it's going to be a B finish, and right now it's actually going to be a little bit harder than that. There's not even anyone watching the CT cross into the A site, so
damn.
It seems like certainly the plant will go down. They're trying to cover all this stuff, but they don't even have to.
No donut play despite 2 CTs coming in from mid.
Oh, this is an excellent mid round. I mean, it's still totally possible for EG to win, but they get some interesting spots.
Naf working with the lesser weapon, but at least he's got the full health, and the first one's clean. Now it's on EliGE. Only 20 HP to work with.
This is going to be hard to read, right?
We've seen big rounds from Tree. This was the key to 0-0 Nation and winning on Ancient, and now EliGE is known.
Ooh.
The second shot not connected. Hex will be the last man standing here in round 4 as EG win their first.
I think the only thing that they maybe could have done more in that situation was keeping Donut or using Naf in a slightly different spot. But yeah, with, 1 player extremely low because of Nealon and just 1 other player left over, it makes sense that EG can pull this off. So here are the opening plays. And for Team Liquid, at least they get a lot of bodies down.
Make it costly.
2 good kills there for Hex.
You can see that. Majority FAMAS here for EG. And it's still decent damage. EliGE and OC softened up before Brehze strikes down 1 and forces them to fall back. So that little mid-fight doesn't go Team Liquid's way. Although 1 does stick around. EliGE right back in for second servings. Yakinder tries to time the peek out from box. Could have caught autimatic off. But he's having a good start so far tonight. And Team Liquid inch closer. Poor autimatic's back is turned at the moment. Oh, but he gets the mid kill first. A second sooner, and we still have EliGE a part of this equation for Liquid. Instead, it's going to have to be the 2v5. They get autimatic first. Hex awaits the cave play, and Team Liquid, there's time here if they want to try to create some question marks.
Again, they're actually giving up a ton of control, playing back lanes and holding on to Donut. Naf also has a smoke here for the left side. Kind of depends where he thinks the peak is going to come from, but he's clearing out headshot at the moment.
That's the smoke that gets bomb in. Molotov for back sight. Hex position confirmed, but the bomb plant is theirs for the taking. So another post plant made possible by Liquid. The retake's got a nice amount of utility as well. The 2 smoke grenades, the incendiary. Gonna be certain that there's no corner creepers before the retake comes through. And poor Nitro's gonna be blocked off by that last smoke. So he's actually gonna go ahead and try and press ahead of it, dying in the process, leaving Naf to have to lean on some wall bangs, and Nealon, well, he'll find the headshot.
Well
EG,
done.
nice second.
Yeah, some classically good retakes here from EG in these couple of rounds. And he has 4v2, and it was, 3v2 with 1 low HP in the last one, but it can still be losable for sure, especially with the way that Liquid have played, sneaking into good spots. They're definitely feeling out the map very well. And looking at Hex, just the more stats I look at, just the more players on this team, the more it makes it clear why Liquid want to try this. Hex only has 1 map on HLTV on record, and that was versus B-Hop, and he didn't have a great match in that one on Ancient. So it'll be a bit of a test for him.
Nice nade. OC and Nitro pounded by that one. And then we're right back into the silence. Could have been, but isn't.
Sometimes you want to spam here, not even necessarily for the damage, but you just want to make sure that if someone plays there, they know they're going to get spammed at all the time, so they're less encouraged to sit there.
Causes a little shuffle inside that site. Hexed to the top of ramp. It's still smoke for the time being, but soon to come up. Meanwhile, mid-play, EliGE, caught by Nealon, had just crossed over, and Brehze is here to help as well, so if they're trying to feed, EG are going to take that every day of the week.
Ooh, this is looking very nice now for EG. They got that early 5v3. They won these last 2 rounds on retakes.
Insta headshot. Automatic sharp as hell.
Yeah, he has definitely been the best performer over the last period of time here for EG. I think Hex tweeted out, it's crazy seeing how much Automatic has been working since they put together a new lineup on his individual level. It is showing.
To me, it kind of felt like Automatic was only coming back to CS to play with Stewie, when that EG roster was formed. And
I'm
then
sure that was part of it, yeah.
With Stewie's departure, I was a little bit worried that maybe Automatic would kind of, be less inspired. Oh, no save.
Ooh,
but
after time?
He's putting in all that numbers, all that effort. It's working well. And of course, yes, after time, $550 for Naf, because he dies after clock expires. This is an excellent start for an EG where we don't know what to expect.
Yeah, definitely. And that is always the difficult and scary part about picking into your, to a weakness of your opponent, but where it's untreaded territory. And I think it still makes sense for Liquid, of course. But if you get punished, you feel like there might be some egg on your face.
I think it's safe to say, like, a solid CT side on Ancient comes from having a good cave player. And right now, since we didn't know what to expect necessarily, seeing Automatic do as he has, just very confident to come out from the cave entrance and lurk into middle, attack down on ramp. They've got that piece at least already.
Yeah, you need a rain.
Exactly.
Everyone needs a rain.
So we find Team Liquid tumbling back down into the pistols.
A little offie here for CeRq. Oh, Jesus. Great shot from OC. That's one frisky cave player down.
Kinder will get caught. CeRq, keeping eyes on the 2-pronged attack. It's over towards A instead that we're going to have to keep our eyes. We've got Brehze pressing up into Donut. Of course, it's smoked right now, but do they respect it?
Yeah, they're letting the walkout be possible. I mean, EG have done this. They've just gone kind of low information and waited. And they have decent spots because they have mid control. So I'm not really worried about them not being able to retake, but potentially going to let a plant down here. Let's see.
Brehze will flash himself out. Nicely timed on that one. Still falls to Naf's Glock.
It's 3v3 and they give up a gun.
Ooh, doesn't see anything just yet. Frag bounces out. Ooh, CeRq will catch EliGE. Desperation inside of the smoke, but that's at least a great distraction for OC. And then Naf turns the tech. Oh, a dink and a setup. Ooh. They're not supposed to win this one. That's unarmored pistols walkout A site.
Yeah, that got a little rambunctious. I was thinking, man, this is a bit too risky from Brehze, but he kind of had a good idea where the flash got them all to push to the left wall, and then they were lined up, but he only got his 1 kill. Maybe a little shaken up with that early deagle shot from OC coming through. And gave up a bit of space. Well, they can kind of walk that off. They still have enough money to buy. And a few good rounds to look back on.
Oh, Nealon. Not seen by EliGE. He loses Brehze over the shoulder. They put autimatic back at the front of this cave setup. OC will miss his chance at the freebie.
They don't have info on CeRq just yet. He's actually over on the A site.
He's looking pretty stoic. Oh, OC.
Oh, there was a corner
gap.
that's... I was looking at that. I was like, is there a PC under it?
I was wondering if Hex from that corner had the perfect top ramp smoke. But that smoke wasn't necessarily meant to block both angles. It was just meant to give Hex the little room to work. His teammate walks into it. See if maybe Hex can recover. One is good. More seems needed. But it's not a comfortable push. Not just yet. Nealon thinking maybe he can also flex a gap. Flash on the ramp players. Stuns them for a second. OC scoped in, but now hands busy on the bomb. Nealon still waiting. His shots whiz in, and Naf catching him as he fades.
Uh-oh.
So a tough retake made. CeRq still not over from that A site, and Hex been here the whole damn time, but has just not gotten his hands on this round whatsoever. So Team Liquid forcing the issue into B to find themselves a 5th T round win.
Yeah, it looks like Nealon overstated welcome. Just an extra second as that smoke came up. A 2v3 retake. Magnitude's harder than 3v3. So now CeRq left alone, who is over there locking down the A site. Just be left to save. And he knows they may be looking for him. But now it gets a little tricky for EG. They lose, and they will probably have to eco. So we can put a few eyes on CeRq and see how they use him to see if they can set him up for some good kills. And, you know, back in former EG lineups, they really did revolve rounds around CeRq, and he was very good at aggressive opening op kills on different maps. And he's very good at things like imploring run boosts and things that involve movement because he's got some of the best. So they're going to take any liberties. I think now's the time to do it.
What you doing down there, Naf?
Petting his sloth.
The day Naf shows up to a LAN with a sloth on his shoulder.
Well, he doesn't have a sloth plushie, though. Has he ever?
I know it's in his sticker autograph.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, it's hanging off a tree, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging off a vine between the N and the F, I think.
It's one of those, you definitely got someone else to do it.
Yeah.
Ones.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I've seen a couple takes where it's like people calling to be more authentic with their own autographs and to do it their own.
Nah,
but
you're not going to sell any stickers.
Yeah, if you're not an artist, man, you know, definitely get it done.
Don't ask the people what they want. Just give them what they want.
I will say, though, but there's a balance, okay? You have somebody else do it because they're an actual artist and it'll look better, but definitely have some input. You know, don't just say, I don't care and let them come up with anything. That I disagree with. Tell them what you want. But you wouldn't give yourself a tattoo.
Would you draw your own?
Me?
Yeah.
I would want input, but I'd pay someone.
Okay.
You know, when the day comes. When the day comes.
The CeRq opener inside a middle.
Easy pick for the first. They unleash the beast, and Liquid will do the same with Ykinder. Hexed, just caught by the timing there. Didn't think Ykinder would be so quick. And now there's this massive uncertainty for EG around the B site. And the bomb will, in fact, double back around. So they're going to hang on for eternity. And honestly, CeRq, just let this one slide. Let's see if the pistols can do damage.
Yeah, they probably had some kind of 2 or 3 part game plan for CeRq right there. If, like, you know, if it goes successfully, then we go fall back into this pick or something like that. And for Team Liquid, it's like, the thing is, as soon as they hear that op shot go off, all they're trying to do is get as far away from it as possible. Make that rotation as more difficult for CeRq, and that was Ykinder taking space inside a cave. And unfortunately for EG now, I don't know if there's going to be any more openings. It might just make more sense to take this into the next round. So promising start there for a second. But Liquid get on to 6.
Now suddenly that, you know, 3-round comeback from the pistol start where I'm thinking, damn, EG, do you have this? All of a sudden you've given up 6 rounds already to Team Liquid. T side of Ancient. You know once Ykinder's on the CT side of Cave that you're going to have a lot of pressure to try to deal with if you even go close to that B site. So, as always expected, it's going to be a daunting task, made even more so challenging by these early 6-round wins for Liquid.
Yeah, this is one map on T side where roles didn't really change much for EliGE. He's still defaulting mid as he used to before Ykinder joined the team. And all that's happened is Ykinder is defaulting B, basically, almost every single round. But Liquid overall keep it quite dynamic. I think the way that he's helped EliGE have better stats, basically, on T sides is some positions, like on Vertigo, it used to be just EliGE, copy and paste in every single round, sit behind the A-ramp, smoke, try to get spam damage off, scale, look for an opening kill. And now Ykinder does that most of the time, but Ykinder's also on the B site. And so basically it's like they have 2 EliGEs on T side. And that's kind of a cool thing, because it felt like when EliGE was the only one responsible for that stuff, it wasn't good. He was just dying more than he should be. And, you know, you put 2 different people in the same spot, it's way harder to read for your opponents. You don't know what kind of player and how they're going to play each situation. So it has been an interesting fit and a nice compliment to EliGE's game to have Ykinder come on.
Just getting some sound issues sorted, folks. Should be good. Everybody's smoothed out, and it's the perfect time to be back at full strength because we've got, of course, buys on each side. It's just Ykinder's still swinging with the Mac. But seeing as he has already got himself to the cave entrance, nice, kneeling. He finds that one little chance to attack. Of course, it comes at a cost. The moment he does make that happen, EliGE is not going to let you get away for free, so the challenge comes through smoke, and EliGE doubles into Brehze. However, Hex, we've seen a lot of passive positions coming out of Hexed on this B site thus far, and for him to be down that ramp on the side of smoke, no surprise to me that Nitro gets caught off by it. Now it's a matter of hitting the A site with CeRq in their way, but he tries to challenge around that smoke. Temple, not his for the taking.
Ooh, this is a very scary post plan. I mean, they got this outpost inside of Temple with Naf. He's going to be hard to dislodge. They have donut control. And they have an op as well. Don't know if this is heard.
Big pickup.
Oh, he knows that EliGE was over here. Oh, shot gets missed.
Yep. USP in. 7 bullets to the magazine. He wanted that reload, and he'll never get it. EliGE 10 HP. Would have taken just 1 shot. Naf, that bomb's being stuck, and it's preoccupied. They're going to find it.
Woo!
CeRq gives the cover to the defuse. Naf trying to play with the nades. Just allowed the CTs to get in sight around the box because they have that smoke to cover defuse. They stick it. They knew it was risky, but they walk away with the win.
I think that comes down to the angle at which they defuse, right? They come around the default from the back, and that makes it so that the Temple player can't easily find that shot, so he tries to find the first guy, and CeRq takes care of business. Shout out to Hex as well. He plays the situation very well. You know, scaling up from the right here. It's a risk either way. Allows him to get nice and close. And he got 2 kills on this round. Yeah, and Hex hasn't been this like super aggressive star player or anything like that, but he's getting key kills.
And adapting. Changed it up last round. Nets them something. autimatic already getting out from cave to join Hex on the ramp push, so it's very much Ykinder on his own. No support nearby. They do peel back the mid play though, and we see this pressure coming into the A site, so Team Liquid, they've had success here before with much less. We'll see if weapons and utility can even make a difference. Brehze falls off the wooden sign. Would have just given him the first contact, but it looks like he gives it to CeRq instead. And a missed shot. Brehze comes wide, gets one kill, but it's autimatic and Nealon elsewhere, shutting off the mid support, dealing with Ykinder outside B, and from top to bottom, from start to finish, EG with a convincing round.
How'd they even pull that off, man? That was beautiful. Like the coordination right there. Everybody joined in, and it looked like it was going to get a little scary when CeRq missed his shot because the smoke comes up in CZ spawn, but they have 3 other riflers ready to go. A lot to be said so far, even though Liquid are slightly leading. Evil Genius has won 3 retakes already this half. That one's not exactly it, but sort of have to retake the site from unfavorable spots.
Nice flash again. Utility timing's been key to some of these early shutdowns outside the B site. CeRq wants another, and he'll take it. Naf pinned against the wall, had nowhere to run. And CeRq puts the push on ice. Team Liquid gonna have to wait that out before they try to come through with what's left in this round. 2 flashbangs and a smoke on Nitro. And OC taking over the role of entry armored AK. But Brehze, yeah, love that. Deep position. Ooh, little USP tap. Cherry on top. Nitro gets splattered. And EliGE. An unfortunate 1 versus 5. So game tied yet again. 3 rounds back and forth, twice for each team.
Now the pressure will really be on EG when we swap over. If they were unprepared for Ancient, that's where they'll get most exposed. So they're trying to really make a quota here if possible. And we'll have to see how, if they did really have an idea that maybe this could be punished versus us in the future, and they've been specifically practicing it. That's probably something that Liquid don't know themselves.
Yeah, that's kind of the gamble, right?
Yeah, but so far we've seen, like, the fact that they can win retakes, I think, says something about what they've been practicing.
I think the fact that they're also starting to change up into some more aggressive B plays works nice. Brehze in mid, again. Been a bit of a pain point for Liquid. That first kill. Ykinder didn't get his shot, didn't get his chance. Nealon cuts down OC, so yet again, 2 kills, the way of the defense in mid. Oh, and Ykinder thought he'd have it lined up, but autimatic hits the headshot first.
Oh, and he's through the smoke, but he dies. He dies, actually, at a minute 20, so this is a 2v3 now.
Brehze yet again from A main pushing all the way back around. Got 2 kills from doing exactly this a moment ago. You'll see that they haven't left that B site. Enables EG to just go stack the back lanes. Keep ramp smoked, focus the op on cave. It's ultimately just leading Team Liquid in, but CeRq hears them. Can't see them, but knows they're there. And Brehze gonna activate on the flank. Getting dangerously close to the back of Team Liquid as Nitro's dropped to 18 health. The bomb plant won't be stopped by the looks of things. So there's a slight chance, but Naf's probably gonna have to go God mode. Nitro gets cleared. That's positions now known, and Brehze keeps it clean. Double headshot in the retake, keeps EG's life nice and easy. A lead to Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I happen to see that. Okay. Little juvenile there, Hex. Happen to see Brehze being correct about when he can push through A main, and he's taken over that space a couple of times now, and it's been completely empty, so they at least have an idea of what Liquid want to try to do. I think in the beginning of the game, in the first few rounds, it felt like they were a little bit more scared about, like, oh, are Liquid outplaying us? Do we want to push? And it sounded like they were willing to sit back in spots and try the retakes, but now they've kind of reached that next level where they're a bit more comfortable. Now they're starting to put the pressure on Liquid. And we'll see a couple mix buys later, and we might be an 8-6.
It's a quick quick departure from Yukinder this time. Just wild to think that not long ago you would have seen this head-to-head matchup and you would have just thought it'd be a blowout. But at least Evil Geniuses continuing the success we've seen this week. Keeping Liquid on their toes. Missed op shot from CeRq. But that's fine. Brehze with the pickup. 3 kills, and as the gun goes dry, wow, it's Nealon to finish it off. But hell, the fact that he's still standing, 15 kills already this map for Brehze. Some do forget that Brehze used to be at the very, very top of NA.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, top 20, he was the best player on EG. As a rifler, incredibly hard to replace, I would say. And I think it made sense to wait it out and see. Look at this crouching forward spray.
Kind of felt like, you know, Brehze lost a little bit of himself when Ethan departed the team for Valorant.
Yeah, we need him back, actually. Him and Navera.
We got Hex instead, and CeRq says that, you know, Hex reminds him of Ethan. What a coincidence that now Evil Genius is seeming better than ever.
Yeah, I mean, I was personally really happy that they went with an NA player instead of grabbing Masuda, where I felt like they could kind of, you know, mold somebody new who has a lot of future talent. And so, and they don't have, with the rest of them, they don't have to worry about the rest of them, right? Nealon's had his own experience, formerly on Keith 23, and then everybody else already has had a ton of international experience as well. And wow, as we go into the last round of this half, EG 8 rounds, 5-3 in this last one.
They don't check Nealon. Ooh, lethal error. Nealon can't get that third one, but still takes the life out of Liquid and forces poor Naf into the 1v5. What doors remain open? None. He's going to have to pry something off its hinges, and unfortunately, going down to the 22 health makes this one seem all the more unlikely. You got that clean headshot on automatic? Maybe. Damn, EG, huh? Makes me wonder if they didn't fall to just those pistols, the unarmored push into the A site that one time that ultimately led Liquid to a 3-round spree. We'd be looking at a half where Liquid would have who knows what. But that pistol, the conversion to the 3-0 start, that is going to be essential for Team Liquid as they swap over to the defense. A big question mark still remains here. We don't know what EG have in store. We'll see after the break. Warned Liquid that they were going to get railed once they jumped into the server, and I wouldn't call it quite that, but Brehze putting up 16 kills, CeRq on 12. We've got the pieces of this recently successful EG formula coming together yet again, and the crazy part is that it's happening in a match where the stakes are incredibly high. Evil Geniuses as legends just doesn't sound right. It was meant to be Liquid, it was meant to be Furia, but here we are. It's going to take a good T side to close out Ancient, and then they can move to their own map pick of Overpass. But do they have enough in store? Did they expect this? Is the preparation done? We'll find out. As the T side of Ancient notoriously hard, they are leaning towards that A site early. With the util coming over top, it'll be Nitro to try and hold with OC right behind him. He blocks the smoke. He loses vision, and as he hears them get closer, there's a chance that Naf can maybe line something up towards CT, but it's EliGE instead to just cut off the entire other side of this hit. The bomb goes down, the A site's theirs, but now the retake is inevitable.
All the best positions you could ask for with this big flank about to come in. Oh, the flash was almost so perfectly timed. It might not have gone deep enough, actually.
They've got two players deep inside this spawn. They tap the bomb.
Oh,
They're causing a little bit of panic here. And the terrorists very much split up, but autimatic holding his damn ground. He's got a player close. Oh! And autimatic, what do you know? His 14th kill, a P250 tap. No time for the defuse. 10-6 early lead here for EG's T side.
A 3v5 post plant. Like, just looking at how many rounds that EG won on their retakes in the first half. And then they come over to the post plants in the second half and show that they can walk the walk as well. That is very impressive. I mean, that last shot is the round winner right there for autimatic. But crazy after these first two kills come so easily. And then they know it's going to be A in just a few seconds. 3 kills in total here for autimatic. Oh, wow. One, dude. Still got it. Can't troll him every time.
Leave it to EliGE to have like the most precise dual Berettas in the server. Very on brand. Nealon tries to jump and clear, and EliGE. Oh no! Yakinder stands in front of him. Autimatic's going to get 2 kills off that. He is now 16-9. Brehze through middle wants that frag lead back, so his 17th secured. And are we sweating yet?
I think so. I mean, you know, we don't see the rifles just yet, but just a pure, like, sheer amount of rounds that are coming through has got to feel good. Now, we can talk about Nealon having some experience on Ancient, on K23, but no notable wins. I don't think not a single tier 1 victory or even like match played, really. Not too many losses or anything like that. Or the fact that Hex has 1 HLTV map on record versus B-Hop in a game where he went, 16-19. Can you name any players on B-Hop?
No.
But we could talk about Vorborg, who came from Copenhagen Flames, and that was a core map in their map pool.
Okay.
And if they win, I'm going to go ahead and assume they definitely have put some work into this map, getting ready for someone to pick it against them. Maybe not anticipating it now, but having it ready so it's not a place where they can get punished. And Copenhagen Flames were definitely one of the most kind of learned Ancient teams that a lot of other teams learn from.
Deagle finds one, but it's the only Deag towards that mid setup. OC starting to peel back into Donut. Man. Team Liquid thought that they were the ones setting up a trap with this Ancient pick. Little did they realize they've stepped on what could be a landmine.
We really did get much out of Ykinder in that first half as well. I mean, just kind of straight up lost a lot of duels.
Yeah, fair. 5 and 15.
So, I mean,
actually.
CT side will be fine for him, I'm sure, but it's all, you know, the hole is already quite deep.
Dead bodies keep getting piled on top. Nealon in with the frag versus Ykinder. I don't know if I can remember a Ykinder bottom frag on Team Liquid. OC swinging the Deeg. Down he goes. 12 rounds already for EG.
I'm sure Liquid still think that they're going to win this. It's just the amount of work now that they have to do.
Yeah.
They might have to clock out late.
Going to be a grind back on this CT side. Just nice that EG get to mirror what Liquid did on their own T side. Win pistol, convert for the full 3.
1 or 2 mistakes before they lose confidence, I think, for sure, on this map. Maybe regret taking on Ancient first. Very curious what the desk will have to say about this game.
If there's going to be a turnaround, it should start here. What EG are really made of. Gonna get pelted by some utility. It's a good start for Liquid to drop automatic to half, but Naf nearly gets clipped on his jump over, and with that connecting, Nealon decides to activate. Ykinder's gonna have to fall back in, as he has finished off automatic.
Wow.
But I love that EG just pounced on an opening that they felt they could get. At least it's a plan.
Oh, and they transition to deep smokes as well, and they have a molly first. There's just no way to rotate in at all. That's beautiful.
Brehze's late lurk through middle will get caught.
To be honest, it's still insanely hard. Like, look at this. They're even refreshing it. Love this exec from EG.
I love the tenacity behind that. You hit the leg shot. Dude, Nealon just pounced. And you said that earlier, where we see Nealon kind of adapt since his inclusion on this roster. Before, it'd be sometimes be too aggressive. Now, it's just about being aggressive at the right time.
Yeah, before it was like
perfect.
He would try something aggressive and then hope his team could organize behind it. But now it's like, if there's a real opportunity and his team's ready, he's going. And I'm just surprised how quickly he's kind of found that balance. So, of course, playing over the CIS, like, teams do crazy things individually all the time, but everyone does it, so the synergy's there. It's kind of like Brazilian CS as well. And if you try to have one person do that, no one else is on board, then everybody looks foolish because you end up losing the rounds. But Nealon's really changed it up.
That's a slap upside the head. EG, 13 off the back of it. Liquid get to keep majority guns, so it's sort of like a rinse and repeat of the last round.
The utility was so excellent there. I mean, they first did the shallow smokes, and then when they realized how much control they got into the deep control, and they made sure Ykinder couldn't rotate out of cave as well with a molly. So he was all but useless.
Burned down to 52. And again, they're sensing this ramp hit. We've got a player pinned in the corner on the site. Hex gets turned back for the time being. They could boost CeRq and hope somebody pops their head in. They retreated a little bit. Not every volley of utility comes over, but they're waiting. Maybe seeing if Nealon can be that jackknife to crack it open from cave. Ooh. Naf seems on high alert. But Nealon peeks back out, and he gets it.
Oh.
The man advantage with it.
Yeah, that one's pivotal.
Brehze loves that late lurk through middle. Last time we saw him catch a player as he came around the T side. Now he's going deep. And he has effectively cut off Nitro. Not to mention, if he keeps going, he's going to find OC blindsided. Brehze knows that he is in a powerful pocket, and they do not contemplate this push whatsoever. He's holding off. He pulls the trigger, sprays him down, but at least they get him out of there. There's a chance for Team Liquid, and you think they have to take it. But that distraction served as a great way for EG to lean back on ramp. Nealon's still inside of the cave. Bomb beyond the halfway point. Hex quick to drop Nitro. Nitro, and OC's gonna need the clutch. The first one's clapped, the second gets through, and we've got 2 survivors on EG as they secure 14.
Yeah, now they're smiling. They're having fun. It was a great flank from Brehze. It's an AK. It's just not going to be that accurate at that distance, so puts a lot into that first bullet, but his spray behind it is equally as accurate, and it's fine. Warborg joining the conversation. A very interesting map that we have before us. Liquid's map pick here in the series. Only 1 extra timeout left.
Just when you thought that the last series of the day was going to steal the show. You could feel that fight between Nealon and Naf coming.
Yeah, I mean, he won the round with that one because they just threw out all their nades and totally executed on the B side with that 1 peak.
So I'm looking at Nealon's 15 kills and I'm thinking...
Quality kills.
Yep. Twice now, he's just been that Puma pouncing into the B site. Diving for the jugular. OC gonna knock down EG a peg. With CeRq dead, they fall back. We haven't had to see like fallback protocols, right? They've been getting their openings on this B site back to back. So instead of Brehze going for that mid to X, he's instead thrown through A main to clear out the corners and maybe carve a path towards the opposite site.
He's understaffed for a second, but they've got elbow control with deep mid and donut. And they know that it's not going to be B in this situation. They have pretty much perfect spots here from Team Liquid, so extremely good from playing from an advantageous position. So they start to clear things out. But the first line of defense is this MP9.
It's an MP9 in the hands of someone who's had a couple struggles. Nitro survives the Nealon fight in middle. Double man advantage here. Team Liquid on high alert of the commit, but smokes and flashes excellent. Again, utility gets praised for EG. Hex tries to chase the fight to Donut, and it's automatic 1v5. Gun down as Yakinder's unleashed through smoke. So Liquid have answered on the defense.
Yeah, it was an extremely good round all the way through. Every rotation was perfect. They all got optimal positions. They denied B control, and they got the opening kill with OC. Is exactly how you want to start things out. So took down CeRq for free. There was no flash for that peak when he went up on the box, and they got punished for it. Now they're looking for the 2 in a row. If they get this, then they can get EG saving.
And then they've just got to pull off the flawless CT side from here on out. I don't mind Liquid working under pressure. See if a little runway can also be enough to get Yakinder activated, because uncharacteristically quiet. It's a 5v4 with automatic dead. Yakinder's got a little room to wiggle. OC. They're going to boost over, and that's going to mean that eyes on the A site without him knowing. We could see Naf get called back through CT, but even then it's not full on.
This boost is great, but it is only useful for, yeah, you can't actually see anything in deep CT, but okay, he gets a trade on the player rotating in from CT.
That's Brehze's chance to fight versus Donut. Oh, the headshots are clean, but he doesn't predict that Nitro would be there. It's an easy claw back. Nealon. It's going to be jumping around in middle, bomb rotating all the way back around the spawn.
You can really see the structure here. It's a similar round to the last one with EG, with Nealon coming out mid-late on the lurk, but he's using it to keep an option open at the moment. So he can come back and assist in the rotate in, and he might have to come back to help them cut this off. There's no smoke here, so will he just run by?
Ooh, he jiggles.
Here's the chance. Yeah. Oh, shots missed.
Caught by Yakinder. Nealon deciding that he wanted to go into that B site instead. And so the bomb gets dropped, the plant will not be found, and even if OC dies to the Tech 9, it's just the AWP upgrade. But hell, this puts Liquid into an incredibly awkward spot. They'll pick up another win, but with only a Kinder left over, and one that could have been contested had that bomb been able to cross.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty happy to at least save the op, and I think Liquid's money is okay. Anybody? Yeah, like a Kinder's actually a little low, saving from that last round. But it looks like OC can drop him if he even wants the help. He doesn't take charity.
Too much pride.
See how they jock for the opening kill in this next round. Of course, just the CeRq op again.
Nice attempt there by Brehze. That second kill was so clean, but just didn't think that there'd be a second one inside Donut. So, CeRq, solo op.
Yeah, Brehze top of the board in a big way.
But CeRq ready for this push-up. Nice opening kill. They put that one piece they have to work with in the right position at the right moment.
Can't tell you how hard it is to find that T-side opening op kill on
right?
Ancient. So, that's huge. He's done that twice now when they just had pistols.
Take it when you can get it.
I like the quick rotations. Don't overthink this. You know, they still have B smoked. So they get OC in position. Low grenades. Nealon's smoke will be important. I wonder if he's going to use the smoke donut, if they're going to try to fight in. Got to make sure he pay attention to CeRq here.
Half out. In the no man's land. Element of surprise catches them and completely shreds any hope of getting into that A site. So sure, opening kill for CeRq is nice. But then when push comes to shove, EG get thrown on their back. Nealon, he'll be finished off by NAF. That's 9 for Liquid, still trailing by 5. But again, remember, it's got to be flawless or else OT secured.
Yeah, it's kind of like we have faith in Liquid. We know that they can play Ancient. We know that they can still win. They just don't have any room for like a big round to come through. Brehze gets in crazy 3K. CeRq does that, and it feels like EG are in that mode.
Yes.
So,
and not just one or two pieces. Feels like everybody's putting up for EG. But again, they have to come in with just the pistols. A less likely moment for somebody to give us that God round, but it's doable. With autimatic finding the first one down on B. EliGE racks up the frags towards mid, though. All is good for Team Liquid in round number 24. But next up is guns.
Good stabilizer for Team Liquid's money. Just clear the mind a little bit. Get the feng shui back in order.
Oosa.
Think about what they've seen so far and find out if they're ready for this EGT side. And I think there is like a lot that rests on Kinder's shoulders at this point. Of course, you know, not everyone's going to have a bad game every once in a while, but important match like this and the consistency he's already shown, he will absolutely have to deliver. You talked about the cave player on CT side. That's him.
He'll get up to his usual antics. Nothing connects off that attempt.
Based on the game he's having, if I was EG, I'd be thinking, how do we kill him one more time?
OC's gonna drop the shot. Oh, Kinder! Ooh, he recovers a little bit there as autimatic finds him from the grave. EliGE quick to replace Kinder's corpse. And that draws CeRq back, so the op will not be lending a helping hand. It has to, though. It's got to get in. It's got to get that bomb plant. Nealon had already extended in, and so it's a double-man advantage, but a post-plant nonetheless. They're at least able to get that out of this.
There's still 2 smokes here, so this post-plant's not going to work.
They both go deep. Okay. Nitro making sure that nobody can wrap back around caves, so yeah, it feels like they're in control. It feels like EG need to move forward, not back, and CeRq seemingly senses this. trying to find his angle. He's lost his teammate, but a close one on to EliGE. Another chance, and a second dog to short.
Oh.
But he exposes himself to OC, and Liquid will continue to close this gap.
Damn, dude, you saw that spray from Yakinder. That's not the Yakinder that we know. That's for sure. Something's off today. It got a little scary.
At least he got that last.
But he got his one.
Yeah.
He got his one, yeah.
Shot at 3, got the last.
Yeah. Never seen him miss that many bullets before.
And I think luckily for Liquid as well, EliGE with that, forward mid play was really prepared to just take that gap that was created. If there's even a chance that somebody's inside of cave, things get a little sketchier, but Liquid knew they had EG stuck on ramp.
Well, Liquid did a lot of the hard part so far, because now we're at the point where even if they lose, they can still buy, and we haven't seen an EG win in a minute, so it's going to be 2 full buys that they'll have to chew through. More time to get comfortable, more chances for players like Yakinder to have a better round, which I wouldn't be able to believe until it happens that he's going to end the game without 1. So the pressure is starting to mount a little bit back toward the round leader.
OC opens, gets away for free. Not to mention Brehze and Hexed. Eating the shrapnel for breakfast. Set back to move through their spawn. Man, it's been a while since we had a good old classic EG beats Liquid type vibe.
Yeah.
But this was like their
good enough
kryptonite,
EG.
you know? This is, as a fan of NACS, it's an old wise tale. Flashback, but maybe a flash in the pan if the CTs can keep holding off. Nice positions, excellent hold out of Liquid. It is flawless, and suddenly EG, what was a great lead, has nearly evaporated entirely.
Yeah, so there might be some tilt left over, but now this is just more 50-50. See if they continue to be locked in. So an eco here out of EG. And it's sort of like the iBuyPower, complexity back, or iBuyPower Cloud9 back in the day. It was like Cloud9 were better internationally, and iBuyPower were way better at home. Like cleaned up. And every time they'd go international, they never could get as good results. It was this weird thing where iBuyPower would always beat Cloud9, but as soon as they went to a major LAN, like a major, something like that, they would always get farther. And that was similar to EG, where Liquid were always better internationally, and for a while just better overall. But EG at home, like in 2020, for example, wow. Pretty hard to stop.
Well, this one should be easy for EliGE. Gets his hands on it before they can follow through with their util. They thought maybe they'd catch him off with a quick pop, but it's really EG's bubble that gets bursted. autimatic and Brehze, the last 2 up. If they can get a kill, it'd be something. There she goes. It's Nitro to hit the dirt. And it's Liquid to keep this one rolling. 1 round the difference now.
Yeah. Now everyone's sweating.
The eternal ancient struggle of a T-side.
We have seen some good T rounds.
Again, really looking back, right? Both teams winning that T-side pistol and converting for 3-0. It's the majority of the rounds that have been won on T-side this entire map.
Was this actually 14-6 at one point? 14-7? I might be rewriting history with that one.
14-6, you're right.
Ooh, okay.
14-6 to 14-13. And OC's got 5v4. He wants another piece of them. Oh, Hex! Oh, there it is!
What?
We've alluded to the pop-offs of each of the individuals. Nealon had those pounces into B-site. CeRq's got the clips. Brehze has got the most. Hex had been the quietest of all, but now, when they need him, 2 clean headshots, point blank at the bottom of mid, and a B-site that is wide open for the taking.
Yeah. Oh, man. It might actually be a full convergence of both squads over on this side of the map with a man advantage to EG. This is, very 50-50. It's hard to say who you'd rather be in this position. But with the amount of utility left over, you'd think EG would at least be able to score a plant and make this a difficult retake. No one in cave right now.
Smoke will block off one line. That's Naf sitting back with the AK. Yakinder's got some damage, but Hex still stands.
Ooh, that's so close. 6 HP and he lives. The man who got 2 kills earlier this round.
He got this one rolling.
And he gets off of default.
Mid entirely his, so retake. Let's see it. We've got one more smoke on Nitro as the top of ramp gets blocked. That activates Nealon. He extends and Yakinder's gonna cut him off. Now things look even, but CeRq is boosted up and above. The Latvian hits the ground. Hex is just waiting for his chance to maybe come back and shine. Nitro tagged through wall. He loses his teammate, and they lose the round. That is EG 15-2 map point.
That was something special, and there was that big round, but all the players I listed, Hex wasn't one of them. We got it, our first kind of shining moment in a really important match from Hex with that spray transfer inside of elbow. The play from OC to make a 5v4, it seemed like perfect. When he got tagged by the flash and he turned around, he could have got another shot in, but Hex was too quick and put his support down too. A very unlikely 2K spray when they needed it the most. And they grabbed match point here on Liquid's map pick. That was very, very special. They'll have so much to be proud of if they're able to pick this up. But they'll have to do it versus a full force. OC still has money for his op. And that was it. Even though they set this comeback in motion, Liquid did a good job of keeping the money high.
It's hexed. After all that, it's hexed. Automatic. Pressured here by utility. Flash finds him, so he's not quite able to get those eyes deep down into Donut. Oh, and Brehze gets dropped to 11. It's going to be a key piece to the success so far. Nitro, damn, he just finished him off.
Oh, Nealon on 1 health wins his duel versus Naf.
That's wild.
They haven't found Nitro, but Autimatic knows that he was on the other side of the smoke, but he thinks he left.
Nitro, big moment for him to shine, finishing off Brehze, catching Autimatic and Donut, and therefore grabbing a man advantage, trying to get Liquid back to the winning ways that got them this far.
And with those 2 kills, those were inside of middle. They're out without mid control entirely. And Yakinder, well, that's easy. Yeah, 1 health. Nealon's dead.
And to fall back into the B site, it's going to be Hex and CeRq trying to work magic.
Man, they gotta, I mean, honestly, they gotta think about their money next round if they can't win this 4v2. You know, there's a huge incentive for Lick to hunt for them.
There's a chance.
Oh my god.
OC.
That was the 1B player.
Walks dry into the scope. It's the top mid push that's coming in quickly. Hex occupied with grenades.
Oh, they had him throwing nades.
And so he gets cut off by that aggression, and CeRq, like you said, they've got to think about the next one.
This is an important save, actually. You know, I don't know if they have any chance if they don't keep this op next round. And CeRq's thinking they could be anywhere, so he's actually pushing forward.
That's going to put him back into a dangerous spot. He hits the EliGE shot and gets gunned down by Nitro, so no AWP save.
No, I think they had, I saw 6,400 on Autimatic. So maybe they can drop him and get a good buy together. Yeah, it looks like they might actually be fine here. Just a Galil or 2. Holy, okay. Well, the door was cracked open just a little bit for a second in that 4v2 with that CeRq opener.
If only they knew that that was the only B player. I don't think they waste even a second throwing that util.
Now this is pressure on Nealon, right? This is round 30. They have enough guns. They don't have enough utility for a full default that goes down to the 30-second mark. Liquid might even assume they're on 1 Tech 9 or 1 Mac 10. So what's Nealon going to call? They want it to be a set tactic. They want to use CeRq fast like they did on those eco rounds. It's his time.
It's their chance. The last they'll have in regulation. And we get numbers towards A out of the gate. at least for Evil Geniuses. Team Liquid trying to get ahead of what could be the B hit, but
did it.
It's not a B hit, it's just Nealon.
They faked B control. There's no one pushing cave, and Nealon's still alive, and he's still fighting. They're not ready for A.
He's got them so focused. Yakinder's going to be trying to come out from the caves. Now Nitro getting wind of what's really going on. That bomb gonna trudge its way into the A site very quickly. Team Liquid come back at this. Nealon, he is still so far away, but that could become problematic, except Naf, he slides into the side of Brehze. That's an easy pickup, point blank. Man advantage Team Liquid, but remember, Nealon is still coming closer, and everybody else inside this site is dying for free. They put up nothing for Nealon to try and work with. Some kind of a distraction, then maybe, but even as he serves up that first kill, it's not enough to keep Liquid from the comeback. This needs OT.
I can't explain. I can't explain it. I go insane when we get naked. Hold me down, never let me go. Take me.
And And so as the favorites of this matchup slide their way into overtime, my mind, Launders, falls back onto that round where Team Liquid walked into the A site with nothing but unarmored pistols and managed to string a multitude of rounds off of the back of it. If it wasn't for that in the first half, would we even be in OT? Because Evil Geniuses have showed up and exceeded expectations, but now they got to get back. They've got to do something special in OT on this T side so that they can slot back into the defense and try to close out Liquid's pick.
Yeah, every little bit mattered. Every little bit mattered. That map was excellent. I mean, it was so fun to watch from both sides. All the stories were there. Very impressive for EG to even be in the situation to have overtime with what looked like a punish pick from Team Liquid, something we just don't see that often these days. Liquid had every reason to take it here. The more you looked at the stats, the more it made sense. And now in overtime, well, Nealon, he's still fighting.
That's the wallbang from Pocket.
Oh.
You know, the one where you just want people to be uncomfortable? Well,
yeah,
he actually gets the kill.
And when does Yukinder ever start there? Almost never. I've watched him play so much CT side of this map. Oh, and OC will take out CeRq in response, and Naf gets another. What is even happening right now?
Flash was good from Hex, but Brehze isn't able to capitalize. Autimatic's blind as he works his way up ramp. He's got 2 players on this lane to deal with. Knows about Naf because of the nade, and it's not enough. From an opening kill through the wall to Liquid getting all 5 back.
Yeah, they really just made that happen inside of middle. I wonder what the attack was. Maybe they're trying to make it look like an A hit with the players coming out mid late. But if those guys were trying to quote-unquote fake, then it didn't work out. Real beautiful from Nealon right there. You actually don't do much damage per bullet spamming through that, so...
Autimatic making the audibles. Yukinder given a choice. Does he try to press this issue? Holds for now. Top middle is going to be smoked, but EliGE, he was playing ahead of it. Decides doesn't want to take that risk. Chances the connection and won't find it. So mid very much belonging to EG, it seems, but OC, woo,
wow.
Chance at a little flick up. Doesn't find its mark, and that'll turn EG's attention back to this B site, which is currently underplayed. Team Liquid just leaning on Naf.
Looked like CeRq was going to see him for sure from that angle. Very lucky to get that op shot off, even if he didn't get the kill. Yukinder now all but surrounded in the site. Oh, Nealon goes down. That's, oh, sorry, it was Nafly.
Yep. Nealon just finds it through the smoke. Did he have a little gap? Or is he just miraculously pulling these kills out of thin air? Back-to-back rounds, Nealon finds man advantage to start. However, we saw Liquid recover entirely in the previous, and OC catches Hex on the entry. They've got 1 CT flanking around the long con. CeRq is holding back there, but could get caught. And Yukinder with the smoke spam to get the better of Brehze. Nitro finding Nealon on that fallback. Prime CeRq for the trade, and he hits it. Now there's only 3 CTs left, but 1 extends in, and CeRq clips the wings. Autimatic's got the headshot, and OC onto the 5-7. It's op versus op, and this is OC's region. Bomb at the halfway point. He's got him pinned in the corner, and CeRq comes back with a vengeance.
You're kidding. He fell off, came back, and still won. After they locked horns earlier in the round from Donut inside a middle. It's crazy that we end that way, and in the post-plant, CeRq gets 3 kills. The only way it's possible for EG to pick up a round here in OT.
Very nice. Killer instinct from Nealon. Getting ahead of that smoke, getting vision on Naf just before it pops.
He had to have the perfect pre-aim, right? Totally without vision. OC, as soon as he falls off, knows he can just hold this angle. And when is OC slower than somebody? Almost never.
Considering that each team only picked up like 3 real rifle rounds across each of their T sides. And even then, there's a bigger asterisk next to Liquid's because it's farmed off of a unarmored Glock round. Just getting 1 in OT is something to be proud of. A second, all of a sudden, dire spot for Liquid. OC rotates in. It's already being held here. CeRq having just got the better of him. puts a flash in his eyes, and EG fall back.
Yeah. The thing is, though, every single time that EG have been outside of A, Liquid are holding deep B control and almost always know it. In this particular situation, the rotations have already come very deep into A because it's felt like that, well, that's happening. You know, they're watching elbow. They have one person behind them watching the door. So this, I think it'll be very hard for EG to crack open. The only thing I think about right now is that Yakinder's not having the best game ever, so if he wants to play one of his confident positions, he might not win, but Naf starts off hot.
That's two. CeRq, op up close. Yakinder's got it. Total shutdown outside of the B site. Brehze going to try to recover. Yakinder's got himself a double, just like Naf does. A solid hold on that one. Liquid, they completely breeze through it.
You know, even though we saw EG lose a lot of rounds, there's no shame in that, I think, on T-side Ancient. We saw a lot of good ideas. And we saw that round 30 call was a good example of a great call by Nealon, organized very well, but they just didn't hit their shots. They got into the A site after he got a kill on a fake, had their attention drawn over on B. But this very last round is one where Liquid finally got EG to play the game they wanted to. Now they got to come back and win 2 T rounds to close this out.
Oh, an automatic. Yakinder right back to getting bullied. Refresh the smoke. Another spray. He's not far off. Oh, he's not far off at all.
Gonna hit that reload.
OC follows.
Oh, we take some space. Wow. They're just worried. I think there's an op in the back. And
grenade out for automatic now, so he's just waiting to see vision. Little contact, that goes down. Cave gets cooled off. Nealon delivers another, though. Team Liquid not looking likely that they start OT with a T-side win. Automatic finds another kill, up to 23 now. And Nitro and Naf left limping into this A site. Give it the old college try. CeRq misses a shot, and therefore door opened. Naf blocks off any potential CT rotate. Donut's going to be their biggest problem, but there's nobody actually in there, so the plant should be safe. Unless Nealon decides to get crazy. He puts the fire on the feet. It does deny the plant, and Nitro has to give it up. This is not where they originally wanted this. And Brehze has bought enough time, so a flank through A main pushes this on to Naf.
Yeah, there's no good plant for him now, too, which is what they were looking for. And he goes down. Nealon, another one.
No follow-up kill, so EG tie this back up at 17. Still anybody's game.
Yeah, you know, if you want to compare the 2K players right now, it's definitely been automatic. Yeah. Easy as you like. He got the critical lurker kill, and then that last one as well.
Teehee.
Anyone's game.
That's adorable. But don't let him let you guard down. Nealon has been a killer across Ancient. And an OT as well, right? Opening 5 versus 4 on the T side each round. 2 of 3 at least. We get a quick clash by the looks of it. Team Liquid going to try to set up outside the B site. A main presence is a little bit different. Remember, Brehze has had this affinity for flanking A main and kind of getting himself wedged into any potential late round mid rotate for Liquid. We'll see if Naf can punish that, because Brehze got away with it with a multitude of times towards the end of regulation. And you can't help but feel like you'd rather have Naf somewhere other than hiding in the bushes waiting for Brehze. But they know that Brehze is a problem.
CeRq takes an important op shot. He might not get cleared properly here. Oh, Yakinder melted down.
OC with the trade. No additional follow-up. Here it is. Naf catches it. And he's going to make space off of it. An adaptation in the late round of the T side gives Liquid a solution. But it's not yet problem solved. CeRq starts to scramble over as well, closer to the CT spawn. Donut belongs to Nitro. They'll go for the tree boost. Somebody's got to keep eyes on Temple. EliGE steps out, and Nealon yet again In a critical moment, he puts that bomb on the ground. That makes Naf forfeit his position on the tree. And however, he picks it back up and another headshot deep into the CT spawn. He kills CeRq. Hex, again, he has the chance, but Nitro puts him down. And Liquid find that 1T round to secure double OT at least.
Yeah, goddamn. Was that a 2v4?
I want to say it was.
Wow, that was actually might have been.
Once EliGE gets dropped.
And Nafly 2K. Don't even know how I summarized that. One deep in the back here. After the CeRq trade, I was like, all right, it's pretty much over. And then Nealon's like definitely going to lock this out. But he has this long-range spray through that wall as well.
2v3, at least.
Okay. Winner of this map could very well win the series. You know, that's normal. The fact that EG have an opportunity here to take a map pick and another duel one. The kill matrix just leaning entirely in favor of autimatic.
Kinder 100% has met his maker. autimatic has been the cave champ throughout this map. Team Liquid's first map point. First chance to close. Can they seize the day? Shut this down and push our series to overpass.
Certainly smells like double overtime. That last round, it took heroics for Liquid to win.
Smokes go deep, should block off a couple players.
Well, they paid out all the utility they want, and that's because at this point in the time, at this point in the clock, it's fine for EG to use a lot of their resources.
Hexed. Oh, burned out of the pocket.
Uh-oh.
They spammed and spammed. They flustered him and flushed him out. Nitro, he's at the front of this. Bomb struggling to get out. And yeah, autimatic, that's easy. He gets Naf off of the plant. His leg extends. The gun is empty. And so the pistol is what's needed. Now all of a sudden, desperation, 7 seconds. autimatic gonna fluster it all. And it's EG to double OT.
Yeah, let's run it all the way back. Let's try again. Man, they're playing so close. And we look at how many deaths everybody has. It just goes to show you how few saves there have been, which I think has contributed to how exciting the map has been to watch. Lots of good ideas, lots of big rounds, and all the best players have died like 25 plus times in this game, barely able to keep, you know, 1.0 KD. Look at autimatic, just barely breaching that, going a little bit farther on this one round alone. Actually, all 4 kills right there, massive.
Nice flash. EG's flashbangs on the CT side have absolutely messed with Liquid outside of this B site. Yakinder,
there he is,
gets a little more aggressive, but his molly gets banked off the wall, so unfortunately for them, they'll have to hold off. And Yakinder does kind of feel like an inevitability. Starting to climb back up that scoreboard. It's not a dominant performance, but at least it's no longer deflated. Oh, autimatic over the box. A second as well, perhaps. Hell, even maybe 3. It's Nealon to lean out and help him. So, man advantage. Sure enough, EG. They swipe away what Liquid had sitting outside that B site.
And I love about the CT side how few times they've actually had to go for deep and out of control with that push. We know how 50-50 that can be if a T team is waiting for it. I think EG have been very tasteful about how much they've implored it.
And EliGE, he clears it. autimatic gets finished off. The hero of that ramp setup.
Yeah, it is 2v2.
They've got Nealon locked in 1v2, but he extends, catches Naf, turned. And all of a sudden, EliGE, desperate to get out, makes the hop over. 25 seconds and 2 enemies ahead. He's going to wait for CeRq to put his face in between the crosshairs. Sure enough, there it is. It's a little bit of damage, but it's Nealon to come out the short side. And once more, you give Nealon a chance to shine. Does he ever?
Yeah, he's not scared to take space. He used perfect use of that smoke on Cave. Decided to push up. Said, "Listen, you're not going to get respect from me. If I think you're doing something, I'm going to try to call it out." And autimatic knew with trust that he could go out as far as he need to give a little room for Nealon to peek out with him and take over that final kill.
EliGE at bat fast. Controls it into Nealon, but Brehze not able to get the trade frag. Wanted to flash himself back out, but goes back with just the gun. Yakinder's got the trade onto Hex. That's some success at the B site. autimatic extends out from Cave, just cleared out Yakinder. Bomb still back on spawn. Naf trying to pressure this A site, and he loses a ton of health for his efforts. OC! Oh!
What?
Point blank, CeRq shuts it down. And knowing that Naf is on 20, autimatic comes at the fight. That's a chance for Naf because he taps autimatic down. And now with this whole entire map open, options are endless. And CeRq tries to figure this out. He's got the health advantage, but if he turns his back, he's done.
Oh, he's so keen on this lurk.
Perfect from CeRq. He fixates on the spot, and sure enough, predicts the peak.
Damn, yeah, we've seen the Nafly coming late back to mid. Insane one tap there in spawn from Nafly in the final moments, but that doesn't matter. It's 2 rounds in a row on CT side in double overtime here for EG. In a map they failed to close out in the first place, being up 14-6, but a very legitimate comeback. I wouldn't characterize it as a choke from EG. This whole map would be an upset if they're able to do it. And now they're 2 rounds away from making that reality possible.
Nitro softened up real quick, down to a third. autimatic in the pocket. He's got 1. And more damage done. Swaps to the AK. Finds the next guy in. And autimatic worth his weight in gold. And if you think he's done yet, you're wrong. Just finds the kills up close. A clean sweep of the CT side in double OT looks likely. autimatic, you finished yet?
Started out with more deaths than kills. And now 33 and 26.
5 up, down to 4. OC at least catches that one, has such little health to work with that he needed a freebie. And as he's blind, he falls back. OC could catch the jump up. This could be another clean kill. Yes, with no additional damage done, OC catches second. But the bomb's not his, and neither's this one.
Wow.
EG will have 3 attempts to close out Ancient.
God damn. Yeah, they could actually do it. What a beautiful round from autimatic. I mean, it's just the sense of emergency right there, where he gets his smoke off, gets over to the right side, comes back and spams, and then doesn't chill. He realizes they really wanted Cave in that moment. Picked up the AK, got some more damage off, took that deeper angle, took out Yakinder again. I really want to take a look at that kill matrix. Uh-oh. Well, deep molly missed. This might shy them away from taking control of it or peeking down, which might speed up the attack over on the other side of the map, but this is that same round 30 call from Nealon.
Yep. Nealon taking a lot of responsibility to sell this B fake, but Yakinder's not buying it. He gets flashed down to the bottom of ramp. It's smoked off. But even knowing that this part of the map is theirs, it's still an open door towards the A site. They've got to hit it now. You can start to see Liquid scrambling over.
Yep, they failed badly in this position, even a 5v4, so we'll see if they can do it now.
Little mid-site smoke meant to help, but EliGE sees that as an invitation. Naf will be forced back by flashbangs. It's just all about the exit. Tough spot to fight. They're in the open territory. And EliGE lays down the law. 2 kills to his name. Hex up next. 4 to take. Not going to happen. Without Nealon being successful towards the other side of map, nor that bomb going down, this one falls flatter than the first.
Yeah, this one flops. I think the call is still great, but because it didn't work the last time, but it was actually incredibly close. And you could argue, of course, Nealon doesn't do anything wrong in the first time around. It's just his teammates can't hold in that post plant when he's coming in to support from a great position. But this time with the push down B, and they see Nealon's not there, and then most importantly, they get the kill on Nealon. And it's not even the fact that it's a 5v4, it's the fact that they see it's Nealon by himself.
Wow. OC dishes death alongside Yakinder. EliGE catches Hex, so they're not even given a chance to set up for whatever the hell they had planned. This one falls flat.
Damn, they're going to be kind of broke as well.
Done.
Oh, man, they got this decimated. Look at them laid out parallel across the back of the map. No chance at all.
Even Dap's looking shocked with how easily that one went down.
Don't be too shocked you get fined.
You're right about the money. Not ideal. Double tech 9s.
favoring all the utility.
I'm gonna warn you now, though. Nealon gets nasty with the pistols. You know, when we talk about that, like, tempered aggression and when it's time to strike, well, you put the Tech 9s in his hands and feels like the bloodlust gets real.
Oh, they won mid. Man, yeah, there's an op waiting for CeRq as well. So there's an incentive for Liquid to hold on to mid control, which creates for an interesting rock, paper, scissors. You know, the EG know they're going to take it and then fall back, actually, and just draw some timeout? Or will Liquid actually come in and win? Oh, and Hex!
Another chance for him to really make a name for himself in this map.
But what's really important here is that Liquid did win, and they don't recover that gun. So Nealon's still on this Tech 9. Organizing correctly as well towards the B site. 50 seconds.
He's going to go in with this. Short side smoked off. Yakinder. He can hear the shots from autimatic a little further back in cave, but they don't know if there's another one there. Closer. Oh, it's not ideal. Nealon just looking for the bomb plant. Oh, that's his identity this time. It's going to be short side smoke that fades first, as Naf is very much blocked off. Bomb is planted. A retake needed to deny EG a victory on Ancient. And now Nealon, with his hands no longer busy, gets to press up into that range of lethality on the Tech 9. Yakinder phases smoke. Nealon gets his one. But all of a sudden, CeRq, again, no vision. And so as Team Liquid work their way forward, they tap that bomb to cause panic, and Evil Geniuses start to extend. autimatic, yet again, a chance to close the map, but Nitro's got it. He sprints back onto the bomb, and this one should come close. Liquid, ooh, they've got it.
Wow.
Easy to close again in OT, and we need a breather. So we'll see you in a second for OT number 3. If Team Liquid thought that taking this series to Ancient was going to be an easy day in the office for this first step of the best of 3, oh, how reality has slapped them upside the head. A tough affair here on Ancient, triple overtime needed, and I say, why not?
Yeah, I feel like you could feel OT coming. You could feel double OT coming. Seriously, like, there have been great rounds from both teams. Honestly, great sides from both sides. And, you know, there's not really like, it's not like EG. I'm not looking for an amazing individual performance to get him through a T side. I could totally see a good call doing it. In terms of who gets stronger as the map goes on, I can't help but feel like it's going to be Liquid. I think Yakinder, I don't even know how he has 24 kills. It feels like he has 14. So that's still pretty much untapped in my opinion. If you want to look at a player like Hex, then we can point to a number of key rounds where he's gotten frags, and that's won them rounds and got them to overtime. You can look at Yakinder, I can't remember a single one, honestly.
See if maybe this is the OT that really gets activated. We saw a similar setup from Liquid. Oh, but OC is going to fall back. Yakinder wanted nothing to do with that forward hold. He tries to get into sight in time, and good thing he runs back as fast as he does, because Neelan's also quick on his feet. But now Neelan's off his feet. Laid out inside the B site with 3 of Team Liquid's players there. Evil Geniuses on the 4v5 recovery.
There's a big one. Just an opening.
Nice push.
Oh, there we go.
Well timed.
Uh-oh. Did they give him too much time to warm up?
Yeah, it feels like we'll remember this one. 2 already. Just in tune with the timings there, whether it's Neelan's aggression or then the re-setup from EG. OC won't get the easy third frag here for Liquid, but it's a good amount of utility damage. Brehze comes in with a nice clean headshot, and Yakinder, that's for the ace is his.
Oh my god, he's back. What was that?
About damn time. Yakinder lights up the kill feed and gives Liquid an easy start to OT3.
After all that. So many rounds, kind of at max 2 kills. And then, what, a 5 headshot ace? No, okay, automatic's not, but look at these. Look at the souls leave their body.
Evaporated.
In 1 mag, these last 3 frags. And Yakinder goes positive with that one. And now he's another problem.
Flashes towards mid. EliGE regains vision in time to cut down Hex. Yakinder's got automatic. Ooh, and a chance at more. A little bit easy. CeRq, he'll be finished off by Naf, and now we get to see Yakinder kind of take back what has been cave control the way of automatic. You've been talking about it, right? That kill helix.
Yeah, the kill matrix has basically been in favor of automatic almost every single time. It's not only the only person who's killed them, but, you know, when they go head-to-head there, and on T-side, there'll be more of that.
What's a helix?
A shape?
Okay.
I think.
Thank you. Shaping OT3 the way of Liquid. Brehze, nicely timed. Again, just getting that more aggressive. Yakinder, though, back in with another double. And here we have it. It was literally a matter of time. I believe he gets away with 2 in the last round, an ace in the start. So in the... Woo, he's done. Automatic. Oh, no. What's automatic going to pull off here? Oh, Yakinder just staring through.
It's a free op kill. Oh my god.
How's he? Oh, and Yakinder, he backs up. So it's perfect from automatic. You could see him thinking, how can I manage both these kills? But Yakinder takes 5 steps back, and that's his end. This could be the saving grace of EG and OT3. What was looking like a total collapse and a shutdown from Liquid. If you gave them 3 match points, well, then you've got a problem, and that could still be the issue. But automatic on for more. He set this up, and he's got a chance to end it. He doesn't fall down ramp, instead pressing closer. To his right sits Naf. He extends out. Nothing more for autimatic. A valiant effort to try and sweep away what could have been their chance, but now it's Liquid with their finger on that big red button to end everything on Ancient.
Yeah, no, just one more to go, and he got the absolute maximum amount of value on that play possible with the opt-down and you can do down in cave. No warning for the rotators as well, and a smoke and a molly to set up that post plant, but no further kills. Hex just kind of walks into cave, gets mowed down.
They had their chances. Oh, did they ever?
Yep, it was 14-6.
They can't draw this one back. I mean, I'm still hyped for Overpass. At least that is, you know, a heartbreaking loss for EG, considering how good that first half was, the chances that they were working with, and maybe the chances they can still orchestrate. But we've got a series, and we've got an individual level from the stars of EG that, if I dare say, it's nice to see. Nealon inside of the utility. Doesn't look over just yet, as of course EG with the 5 versus 3, now 2. So Team Liquid back to reality. The difficulties of T-side on Ancient hasn't been kind to them.
Think he changed his sensitivity maybe?
Could have been. Or he just sat another, you know, inch closer.
Went 4-3 stretched. Nah, no way. He's too good for that res. Actually, not a good reason to die here. So if they lose 2 in a row, they'll have a really bad bye. So these 2 AKs could be meaningful.
Let this one go.
Very few saves this game.
You'd love to see it.
Yeah, this will be one of them. At the time, it makes sense. Great shots from Nealon, man. He's getting more energized. See if they believe in it.
OC given the pile of nades. Setting it up in mid. Brehze. Remember back in regulation, those A main flanks were so deadly. But we haven't seen it for a little while. He's kind of setting himself up for it now, but generally tends to strike towards the later end of the round.
Yeah, when he got caught by Nafly holding him hard that one
Hasn't
time later on, yeah.
Adapt or die. Ooh, CeRq, that could have been 2.
Yeah, that was close.
Feels like Liquid lucky to still have as many players up as they do, but Hex
Wow, they moved out so fast to that.
Nealon sitting inside of the smoke, predicts that Nitro wants to come through, and he even gets a EliGE at the end of the magazine. Team Liquid's T-side has been completely shut down.
That was huge. I've seen Liquid do that so many times where Yukinder readies his BP after mid-control, and this time, like, EG moves so quickly into it. It's like he couldn't be ready.
Nealon sent soaring to his death, a valiant effort. A beautiful way to die.
Now within 1.
They hang on.
Yeah, they hang on.
Oh, they hang on. OT4?
And when they win, they look good. Now those 2 AK saves coming into this round means they might be able to have like the 1 extra, maybe full buy. We'll see in op actually. Yeah, they have enough money for a full-on buy.
Made possible by Yukinder, so saving an OT, the way to go. And what was once a ways to go is now just one more round. Evil Geniuses gunning for that quadruple OT. Team Liquid, another chance to close. We get Nealon moving over into that A site. He's got Brehze up in Donut. Yukinder leaving the B site to come and join the numbers inside A main, so it's Liquid to try something different. We saw EG try to smash their head through A and get shut down. Nealon hoping to catch them on the walkout. Ooh. Grenade pulled out at an awkward time. He's going to give himself the smoke to work around. Brehze expectant of the hit. Here it is. Blind as a bat. Dives back. Will not find EliGE. Nap burns Nealon. And now all of a sudden, we've got 5 versus 3 for Liquid deep inside the A site. They got as close as they had to on the perimeter of that bomb site. And once the squeeze comes in, unfortunately for EG, both their site defenders go down empty-handed. A desperate spot to be in, but a hope that's still high by Hext. At least he connects. That's OC dead. It's going to have to be quick. Nitro, he's going to be able to lock that in, so no temple attempt here from EG. It's just the CT push, and finally, by the looks of it, they go down. Team Liquid surviving a test in what they had hoped would be easy on Ancient ended up being a bender to the very end. OT4 nearly, but they end it in the third, and now Liquid a sigh of relief. But up next is Overpass, and that's where EG wanted to take this. With their players playing this hot, we'll see what they can do in the next one.